afternoon, Patriots! All the way from Dallas, Texas, it's an honor to be here at our state capitol. I spoke at the Constitutional Rights Summit in Fort Worth. That was awesome. This is even bigger and better. I love it. I love seeing a bunch of Patriots come out here. Thank you, Katie and Camille, for having us. I am the founder and president of Patriots for America. What we do is we protect communities from violence. We were out in Weatherford, we were out in Mesquite. Anytime Antifa or BLM show up, we show up. Not to beat our chest, not to start a fight, but to defend our families and communities from the violence, from people being pulled out of their cars, from businesses being burned down. But over the time we evolved. Not sure when it happened, but now we combat child sex trafficking, and we got partners in the federal government, local law enforcement. Guys, we've done a big work. We got a lot of structure. We partnered with Treasured Vessels International. Look them up. Alicia Bush. She's our CEO. What do you do when you rescue a kid from sex trafficking hell? What do? You certainly can't put them in CPS. You certainly can't put them back in that hellhole where statistics show that they're going to actually go right back into sex trafficking. So what do? Alicia Bush has got a 30-acre campus in Collin County that houses, feeds, cares for, provides medical, dental, professional counseling for these kids that are taken out of hell. Amen. You can go to treasuredvesselsfoundation.org. You can donate to that organization. That's a strong affiliate and partner of ours. We also partner with Answer International. That's run by Matt Shelton, Pastor Troy Brewer Church. I don't know if you've heard of them, Open Door in Burleson. They've rescued since 2017 1,700 kids from hell. We had a leadership summit back on September 3rd. Me, my leadership team, along with Joe Shadem, Alicia Bush, Matt Shelton, and a slew of other leaders, because they're bringing that here domestically, and they partnered with us in our structure so that we can take these kids out of sex trafficking hell and put them in loving homes where they belong. Let me throw some stats at you. The United States is the #2 country in the world for sex trafficking. Number 2, Houston is the #1 city in the United States for child sex trafficking. It's right in your backyard. In Dallas, on average, 400 underage girls a night are sex trafficked in Dallas. We have an Eyes and Ears team. They're primarily just on online social media platforms, internet platforms. They go in undercover and they hunt pedophiles. We got close units in Vice that we work with very closely. We hand that intel over to them, we do surveillance, and then we have our own rapid response team group. That's part of PFA, that what we do is we got boots on the ground offering surveillance and support to law enforcement that they simply don't have. We go undercover to certain brothels, see if there's minors being trafficked, and then we pass that on as a support role to law enforcement. Our biggest objective is to get these kids out of hell, and here's the deal. We need your help. We need your help. Edmund Burke said this: the only thing for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. It's for good men not to stand in that gap. There's a real evil in this world, and the real epidemic and the real pandemic isn't coronavirus. The real epidemic is the wave, the tidal wave of sexual immorality, pedophilia, the normalization of it in certain states. That's the real pandemic, and that's what we're fighting. So, of course, what do? You get death threats, right? I had a guy not too long ago threaten to kill my children while I watched. Probably to intimidate me from coming out here. If anything, it just motivated me even more. You're not going to scare me. I live in faith, not fear. If I die in this cause, I can go out with a smile. Now, if I stub my toe and get an infection and die, that's going to piss me off. But if I die saving kids, that was written in my destiny. I want to give a shout out to Team Delta. They offer our personal security detail. These guys do this on their own dime. That's ran by this gentleman right here, James Sam, who also